Eric Strauss has started recording. Excellent.
Okay. So I usually start these sessions by asking, how many of my typing sessions have you seen before?
I would say at least 5. Let's just say 5. 5 is more.
Okay. And how long have you known about personality type?
Personality type. I would say around 20 years or so.
Oh, okay, cool. So then, can I ask you to recall for me your last trip out of town, vacation?
So vacation. How long did it need to be to count as a vacation? Because I don't think I had
One
any
night.
multi-day trips out of town, and since I did an interview with Amazon, like 6 or so years ago, so I don't. So I wouldn't say it was more than one night, but it wasn't vacation because it was for potential work. So
So you don't
I don't think
travel.
I can recall. I don't think I recall. Wait, I do recall. I think I went on vacation like more than how long ago? It was out of school. I guess that was 12 years ago when my parents and I went to see my grandmother in Alabama. So yeah, that was quite a long time ago. That was a multi-night vacation kind of thing.
Okay. Do you remember some specific details from that trip that you could recount for me?
I think that was the first. Yeah, that was the first time I had alligator, fried alligator.
Okay.
Didn't taste just like chicken. Yeah, it did not taste like chicken, in my opinion.
Okay. Had you been told going into trying it that it was going to taste like chicken?
I think someone must have said so.
Okay.
I liked it though,
So
but it wasn't chicken.
can you talk to me about how you spend your leisure time? What kind of things
Yes.
you do?
So I spend my leisure time reading and exercising, train myself. Sometimes I code a bit, but I kind of don't like coding because it's very annoying to fight those APIs. Try to go to the documentation is old and wrong. Having to double test things because what said in the manual was just a lie, or just completely just they don't have any examples or have tell you how to write the test. It's just kind of annoying.
Okay.
I also read the news quite a bit. I debate a little bit. I should debate more so I can. Debating triggers people, so they'll actually come with you with actual facts, like at least a quarter of the time, so you can actually learn faster.
Okay. And what forum do you do that? Like in YouTube live streams or on
It's
a
usually like I should live stream more, but it's I don't know why I don't do it. But probably because even though I don't believe in perfection at all, I just think whatever I do is probably not good enough. So I just don't. I'm slow to do stuff. But when I do stuff, I'm quick to finish it. So like at work, I end up I'll be flexible with the rules to get something done that some engineer should have done, but too lazy to do, or the content recovery is just too stupid to do. I go ahead and fill in the gaps so I don't have a really hard time training people.
Okay. Can you tell me more about what kind of work you do?
Yeah. So right now I work in logistics. Yeah, for a delivery company. I'll let you guess which one because of what color I'm wearing right now. Because I did work this morning.
Well, it looks like you're wearing purple.
Yes, I'm wearing purple.
Okay, what delivery company is purple? It's not UPS. It must be Federal Express, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Are they purple?
And you can go for yourself. I don't have media ability, so I won't mention their name, but you can look it up, and if you see purple in their media at all, it's probably that company.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll look it up. Um, so does that mean you have to solve a lot of logistical problems? Like you've got this package going to that place and this package going to that place, and you'd like them to go on the same trip, but this one needs to be there too soon, that kind of thing?
Yeah, and sometimes it's just it's compiled into a system, so it says it's going here, but oops, we screwed it up. It goes there instead. So we have to figure out ways to sequester it, then move it back.
I see. Um, okay. Do you like that work?
I would say I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I can't say I like it, but I do not hate it. That's
Okay. Um, so what are some of the things you like to debate about?
so I'm a polytheist. I'm a polytheist. I used to be an atheist, and then I used to be a Christian before that. So pretty much, I used to be an atheist, but I kind of rised up and said, well, if God doesn't exist, why are we having why are we doing like 2 shows in a row on Sunday talking about how God doesn't exist if he doesn't exist? But we're not doing 2 shows. We're not doing multi-hour shows about why leprechauns don't exist, which well, Finley and Hornswoggle do exist. Why unicorns don't exist? Heck, even they focus on Yahweh. They don't have hours of shows about why Eris doesn't exist. So it doesn't make sense. Then if you go ahead and show them a Dark Matter 2525 cartoon and point to the guy with the white hair and a beard in it, they say, "Oh, that's God. I thought he didn't exist. How do you know who he is if he doesn't exist?" You just point to it, and it's right there, and it's just ridiculous. The whole premise they're just playing peekaboo. They said,
Well, but I mean, on the other hand, that only substantiates existence to the same extent that seeing a picture of a unicorn substantiates the unicorn's existence.
yeah,
You might draw a drawing of a unicorn, people will recognize it as such, but we would still say probably it doesn't exist in the physical world.
yes. If you fix the context, then you have a valid sense. If you set the context, oh, okay, physical world, as is a physical world, then you can do that if you're a dualist. But if you're a monist, like I am, you had to be even more clear than that, because you assume everything exists on the same plane of existence. So even if you say, oh, it's a drawing of the thing and that exists, well, you have to say exist as a drawing. Otherwise,
Well, yeah, well,
language
I'm just
betrays you.
I was just pointing out the problem with the previous argument, really, but
Yeah,
that's fine.
yeah.
Okay, so all right. If only frogs croak and I croak, am I necessarily a frog?
Yeah, if only frogs croak, yes, you'll be necessarily a frog, but not only frogs croak.
That's
But
true. Okay. If some birds fly and all things that fly enjoy ice cubes, is it necessarily the case that some birds enjoy ice cubes?
so you said some birds fly, not things that fly enjoy ice cubes, then not all birds enjoy ice cubes because not all birds fly.
Right, but I asked, is it necessarily the case that some birds enjoy ice cubes?
Oh, some birds are going to, okay. Yes. because some birds do fly.
Okay. If most squirrels like nuts, and most things that like nuts also like cheese, is it necessarily the case that most squirrels like cheese?
Negative.
Correct. Can you tell me who my mother's father's only son-in-law's only daughter is in relation to me?
And I had to open the office card and make a grab real quick. So sorry, it's a tree, so it's gonna be kind of annoying to keep track of everything. I probably use draw. File, open, drawing, LibreOffice draw. So mother's
Father's only son-in-law's daughter in relation to me.
son-in-law, which should be the same level. And daughter. So mother's father's son-in-law will make her guess a brother-in-law, daughter. That would be so you on the same level as her. Let's say Eric. That would be, I guess, a cousin of yours, but I think it was a technically cousin. I guess I don't
No,
think
it's
it's
my
removed.
sister. It's my
Sister.
sister.
It's your sister, mother's. Okay, mother's father's son-in-law's daughter.
It's my dad's daughter, which is my sister.
You said mother's father's son-in-law, so
Right.
that'd be
So my
grandfather.
mother's father is my grandfather's
Yes.
son-in-law, which is his daughter's husband. That's my dad.
Your mother's father. No, that's your mother's husband's.
My
Yeah, your
mother's
mother's father is not your mother's husband.
I know.
That's not your dad.
My mother's father's only son-in-law is
Your
my mother's
mother's
husband.
father's only son. Oh, okay, fine. Your mother's father's only son-in-law because a married person is a son-in-law. So yeah. It looks like you're right.
Yeah. Okay. So can you tell me which value you think is more important to uphold, fairness or kindness?
Fairness, but I would say fairness just to have a consistent legal system. But if you want to just keep employees, kindness is better. So it's use a hypothetical imperative. So it depends on what you want to do. So fairness for a legal system, kindness to keep employees.
Okay. Do you think it's more important to be useful or socially graceful?
Okay, so I'm an Enneagram Type 5. So I prefer to be useful, but I think based on the values of the society I live in, being socially graceful will probably be more beneficial right now. So
Okay.
but yeah, I'm also an artist, so I'm having a really hard time being socially graceful because pretty much social skills is just might makes right. So you just have to be pretty. and such. Pretty, you have a lot of money, give people a bunch of gifts. That's how it works.
Okay. So how does that vibe with your notion of authenticity?
Well, you know how like if a psychotherapist say you should just be yourself. But how they test how if I'm not myself, who am I? Whenever I ask them, they have no idea. So pretty much, so people have a very American notion of authenticity means. But if you just go to a dictionary, well, you can't trust a dictionary. Pretty much, it means to just it means to write yourself into things. It's like a narrative thing. Now, authenticity is all about the where you fit into a narrative. That's what it really means right now. How you write yourself into a narrative.
Okay, so can you give me an example of writing yourself into a narrative in a way that validates as authenticity?
Yeah. So people think Elon Musk is authentic when he claimed to have invented the Hyperloop because of his branding, even though he just copied an old train idea. Copied a vacuum train and rebranded it to the Hyperloop, and people think he's authentic because they don't know how to search for stuff. They don't know how to search for patents or inventions, but they think he's authentic because the branding sounded cool.
So are you saying that they validate his authenticity as a genius because they think that he came up with that?
Yes.
Really, okay. I see. Okay. Can you give me some idea of what kind of media you watch? Some examples of shows, TV shows, or movies, or other kind of media you consume?
Okay, let's give a shout out to the ENTJ equation, who's now going by I guess Trauma Type on YouTube. I watched his show. I also listened to a lot of news shows. Let's just open a tab and see. I looks like I have Hacks open in another tab. What else? Listen to a lot of music now. I watch Monday Debate. I watch that multiple times a week. Lewis Rossman, he's on fire right now with his repair stuff. Rational science, even though Bill Gates' models are wrong and just don't make much sense. Steve McRae, shout to Pine Creek, like Calm Yards, Ultra
Are these
Vegito.
all YouTube channels you're naming?
Yeah, these are YouTube channels.
Okay, I've never heard of a single one of these YouTube channels.
Dark Mac 2525 again. I always reference them.
Okay.
Like the Scambers, like Kid Boga.
What about other streaming services besides YouTube? Like, do you ever watch anything on Netflix, or you watch any anime, or you watch any detective shows, or something like that?
I think I have. What's that thing? I think I watch Odyssey. Sometimes I watch JF. On Odyssey, I think I have a subscription to what's that thing called? I really don't watch that. I know that YouTube's came up with the documentary channel, but I forgot. I don't go there that often.
Okay, so you like YouTube a lot.
Yeah, I do like YouTube a lot.
Interesting. I don't really watch much of anything on YouTube.
I'll give a shout out to Zali. He'll probably get angry if I don't shout him out. So.
Okay. Like I used to watch I still sometimes I watch paranormal kind of stuff, like videos of Sasquatch or whatever. But that's about all I watch on YouTube. Anyway, okay. I used to watch more, I guess. Can you talk to me about how you changed over the course of the last 2 years?
Oh yeah, COVID was interesting to say the least. So COVID, I had to work. I pretty much had to live at the warehouse because we got the volume went way up, and then people eventually got sick, and there's just few people coming, and that was. So I got stronger. My stamina went up because of all that working. Also, I'm annoyed that Walmart closes now. They used to not close over COVID, now they close, so I can't just go pop in anytime I want. That's annoying. What else?
So these changes you're talking about are mostly linking to COVID stuff, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. How do you think it's changed your attitude or approach to the world in lasting ways, or you think you're back to normal to how you were before?
I I think I trust people slightly less than I did before.
Yeah, well,
Let me shout out to Johnson. I took the Jennison. I'm not dead, conspiracy theorists. I'm fine. I'm really strong. So the COVID shot didn't kill me. So I just want to tell the conspiracy theorists, I'm alive still. I had my COVID shot. I'm fine.
okay. Your COVID shot also didn't kill me. Neither did it kill Rachel. It also didn't prevent us from getting COVID, but that's fine.
Yeah, I think I got to. I didn't test for it, but I'm also not dead from COVID either. So virus didn't kill me either. Neither the shot. So left wing conspiracy theorists. The COVID didn't kill me.
Well,
and we can't prove that the shot helped or not. So
we're both alive. Okay, that is true. You can't really prove it that it helped. You just sort of point to statistical claims made based on a limited amount of studies they've done. Anyway, okay, so let's say you have to cross a river that's too strong a current to swim safely across. What do you do?
I look for a ferry. That means I only have to pay for a ticket to cross the river.
Okay, what if you can't find a ferry?
Then I gotta rent a boat or find a bridge. Oh yeah, let's go find a bridge. Yeah, let's go find. You didn't say how long the river is, so bridge we need to find the ferry. But if a bridge doesn't exist, well, that means I gotta freaking go and rent a boat. That's gonna be.
What if you're stuck out in the wilderness and you have to make your raft by yourself? Do you think you could do it?
Yeah, if I had a pond to test in to make sure it even floats before I put in the river, because that'd be crazy. You just do it in the river first, especially with me on.
Yeah, you need to have a pond to
Yes.
test it. Or perhaps just a little inlet of the river where the water's calm would be fine.
Yeah, so I could do it. I probably won't be quick, but I need a test environment before I can put in prod, of course.
Do you have any creative outlets like singing, dancing, acting, music? Painting, drawing.
Yeah, I draw sometimes. I have a flip compo comic. I also have a little blog on Become a Living God a little bit. It's just on the forum. It's not that impressive. I play with LMS, but I never published any music. I need to get on that.
That's a fun app.
And I code sometimes.
I use that to make beats. It's got good enough samples in there, It's easy to use. It's a little bit like annoying because I'm interfacing it with Audacity, which is like you end up with too many different tracks, or it's hard to get all the timings right there.
I know. Anyway, yeah,
that's just life in the big city.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really flying around. Okay.
And
you
just
talked to
for
me about
reference, we can get Audacity, LMMS, LibreOffice. We can get those all free and open source. So we don't have any software. You can get it.
for open source softwares for everybody. I could put a link to them here and this and not probably get sued by Michelle Shocked. Okay, so let's see. Can you talk about your sleeping and eating habits?
So my sleeping habits, I don't really need more than 6 hours. In fact, if I get more than 6 hours, I'm actually slower than I could be. So it's my sweet spot 6 hours, but I can go as low as 3 hours in per 24-hour period and still be good enough. So right now my work schedule is Friday through Tuesday, which means my weekend's starting. So this Tuesday feels like most people's Fridays for me. So
Okay.
so on Saturday I do a split shift, which means I do the inbound shift and outbound shift in the same day, and sporadically I pick up a couple more outbound shifts. So I try to sleep. I can sleep wherever, but it's usually midday when I sleep.
Okay. Cool.
And I sleep on you can't see, it's a bed behind me. It's a it does not have a mattress. It's a wooden board with a comforter sheet on top of it, and I sleep under a couple more sheets.
Why don't you have a mattress?
So mattresses are expensive and they're too soft.
Okay. So you like sleeping on a wooden board?
Oh, absolutely. I don't have back problems because my work out my back enough so it's strong, and I just work my back out at night, which is convenient at night or at day whenever I sleep, which is convenient. So I don't have back problems because I don't under stress my back, so I don't have a weak back.
I see. Okay. Well, that's good. And did you talk to me about the eating habits yet?
Negative. I didn't talk to you about the eating habits. So I like to eat. I like to eat a balanced diet between meats and vegetables. I do get my little sugary snacks too, so I can I sometimes just need a calorie boost in the mid work, and I burn a lot of calories just working. But also I like to do a run for maybe a couple miles after work when I'm not busy trying to get chores done. But I've been cooking recently. I got an Instant Pot probably about 3 months ago. So I learned from some cookbooks I bought from Humble Bundle. So what I like to do is boil in the Instant Pot or slow cooker, or then broil the food afterwards to give it a nice make it crispy to perfection. And I could share you a screenshot real quick to show you what I can do. I think I do it over here.
Okay. How long have you been into cooking for?
I only started cooking pretty intently for like 4 months or so. I did go to a OTM potluck a couple of days ago.
You went to a potluck, huh?
Yeah.
And how was your dish received?
Oh, they liked it.
Okay, cool. What was it?
Oh God, I can't send it to you. So I made chicken, gravy, what do you call it? Drumsticks, fries, giblet, we call it chicken, gizzards and hearts, and some gravy from the drumsticks, and also took the sriracha ketchup.
Okay, that's cool. Sounds good. Do you like to eat out or
Oh,
do you?
I do, but by eating this cooking yourself is moderately cheaper over the long run, and a lot of places don't spice their food well. So I can do better spicing the food.
Okay. So when you do eat out, do you like to go to sit down restaurant or do you like to go to drive through?
So I'm kind of a middle road guy. I kind of like to go to like either a small store and or service station. So I like to take out.
Okay. Like the British.
Yeah, but I usually go for I guess our service station American style or Mex American like sheets, or go for Chinese or Caribbean.
Okay. What's Caribbean food like? What kind of food is that?
It's pretty close to Chinese.
Okay. Do you have a plan for yourself for the next, say, 3 years, 5 years going forward?
It's hard. It's really hard to make a strict plan because how weird, crazy things are going. You can't. Things are not predictable enough to plan around them. Yeah. I can't plan for more than a quarter right now because things are not predictable enough.
Okay.
So I guess I do have a closer to your plan. So tomorrow I'm getting my car service plan update. So I'm gonna have most of the repairs paid for the next 3 years. So I guess that counts as a 3-year plan. Then I'm also getting all my what's it called? Also getting my new stickers, and tomorrow they're gonna have to do some work. But I'm still under the last service plan. I made sure I counted the miles. I'm still in the service plan, so I'm getting the new inspection stickers and emission stickers. I get rental because the service plan already pays for that. So technically I have part of a 3-year plan in there. Of course, I need more liquidity, so I need to find that somehow. I don't think I don't want to go into management at the moment because I need to find out more about myself. I need to at least know what my type is. That's what I'm talking to you for, because I did a show with INTJ creation Xeon uses star counter. He said that the counter predictor was ENTJ. I thought it was INTJ. INTJ creation thought it was INTJ when he interviewed me first. So now we have it's in dispute from INTJ or ENTJ.
Okay. Well, I am not sure what type you are yet. I'm still trying to get to the bottom of things. So can you break down the task of taking the trash out into the optimal number of steps?
No, I don't know what the optimal number of steps are. I just go over my process. So usually I start at my room. I just pretty much take whatever trash I see that needs to be thrown away and just put it in. While I'm going, then I go into the bathroom and grab it up and put it in the same bag, and then I take it outside and put it in the big waste management bag, that trash can that was given to us by waste management 5 months ago or so. Then I go back in and get the kitchen trash and just do it the same way. And I go to the basement trash. But that's how I do it. But if I had to teach someone else how to do it, I had to break into way more steps, because they usually don't understand it as easy. Some people do. I don't have to break, but I mean, I break it down more steps. I train someone else how to do it. But that's just the way I think about it. I just need to know where I'm going first.
Okay. Okay. So, what's your understanding of introverted intuition?
So NI is basically you try to take all the possibilities and predict what's going to happen next. You take that. Yeah, you take what's possible, compile it, and try to predict. So
Okay. Um, okay.
it's speculation.
So,
It's speculation, really.
so do you feel like you're guided, your intuition is more informed or guided by your experience, or that your experience is more informed or guided by your intuition?
I don't know what that means.
Okay. So, for example, my intuition is more informed by my experience because I will not realize the intuitive value of something until after I've experienced it and missed it a lot of times. So, like, we drove by this cool thing that I wish I had stopped and made a little video of it because I don't know what it was, some kind of weird creature. And instead, I just kept driving, thinking, I'm going to continue on my errands. Because I'm an experiential knower, it had something like that kind of had to happen to me once before I could go, okay, next time I see something weird, I definitely have to stop and, you know. So in that regard, my intuition is informed by my experience rather than my experience intuitively knowing that I should stop and film this. And thereby driving and informing my experience, me stopping and filming it.
So so pretty much I only have my senses to go on. So I have how I do it is I have to I make sure I experience more things so I can feel my intuition so I can know what's going on. So it's probably the opposite way, but I have to take the time to train my intuition up. So I go out and find experiences just so I can do so.
Okay. Um, I'm going to ask you some missing generalization questions now. So here's an example. You can't come in here. You're not a poet. The missing generalization is only poets can come in here, or no non-poets can come in here. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the one for you. Jody can't sit at this table. She's not over 4 feet tall.
Okay, yeah, dead air. What do you want me to do?
The missing generalization in that case is only people over 4 feet tall can sit at this table.
Oh, okay.
Let's try another one. You can use the generalizations you can use are only, no, and all. Okay.
Only no. Okay.
Um, uh, she must be on the track team. She enjoys pancakes.
Only none and all. So there's no none.
No, only, all, and no.
Only all no. Let me just write that down. Um, okay. I'm ready now. Only all no.
Okay, so this
Let me
one
check
is
it. Say the thing again, and I'll tell you missing generalization.
she must be on the track team. She likes pancakes.
There's no only.
You could use only if you wanted to, but it would
Am
be
I supposed
harder.
to fill? Am I supposed to fill in the missing generalization to point out the generalization that you didn't
You
use?
give me what? Yeah, you tell me what generalization makes that argument valid, basically. So in that case, it would be all people who like pancakes are on the track team.
Oh, okay.
So here's another one. Judy can't possibly be in the orchestra. She plays the tambourine.
I know that Judy can't be in the orchestra because she plays the tambourine, and the tambourine is not part of the orchestra. Or you don't know disjoints.
So the generalization is no tambourine players can play in the orchestra. Okay,
oh, I
fine.
got the wrong no. I got the wrong no in there.
That's fine.
Okay.
Now let me ask you some extroverted intuition questions. So here's a story. I'm going to tell you the first part of a story, and you finish the story for me, okay?
Oh, okay.
So there are two ducks, and one day they climb out of their pond and they see a pine cone, and they've never seen a pine cone before.
Yeah.
One of the ducks' names is Dan, and the other duck's name is Deirdre. Anyway, Dan and Deirdre look at the pine cone in silence until Deirdre finally says, "What do you think it is, Dan?" And you finish the story.
I think that is when grenades. I think when those freaking free grenades. So it just takes up and puts it into his armory.
Okay. All right. Have you heard me ever ask Inky Pinky questions before?
Yes. Go ahead.
Okay. Just to reiterate your memory, I'll give you the example ones. Example would be clue of hilltop waterspout. The answer would be mountain fountain. It's an Inky Pinky. Another example one I always give is roadway flesh. It's an ink pink. The answer is street meat. The answer always rhymes. Here we go. So this is a this is a fancy dance where they park your car for you. It's an Inky Pinky.
Yeah, they park the car for me. So, God damn it! I forgot the name of the thing where they park your car. Because they never use it. Forgot the name of that. Forgot the name of they park the car.
It's called valet parking.
Valet.
Yeah, okay, fine. Let's try another one. This is an ink pink, and it's a little storage house where you put skulls. It's ink pink. Ink pink.
Skulls. God damn, I don't know.
Okay, it's a head shed.
Head shed.
Okay, can you make up one for me?
Yeah, I can. It take time. Damn, we thought of making pairs, so Mm. Oh, okay. Okay. It's a dance with solid state storage media.
A dance with solid state storage media.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like a wave.
Okay, dance. Okay, so is it um let's see media, like, I don't know. I give up. What is it?
Flash crash.
Okay. Is Crash a dance?
Probably. If it's not, we can just make it up.
Okay. Sounds good. So, can you tell me about how you feel physically right now? Any aches and pains, any sore shoulders or anything like that?
Let's do the test. Nothing bad right now.
Okay. And how do you feel emotionally right
Oh, I feel excited that I can get another opinion on what my type is. So the more I
now?
find
Okay.
out about myself, the more power I guess, because I can exploit my own tendencies to actually get what I want done finished.
Right. Okay. What gives you a lot of satisfaction? Can you think of an instance recently where you were like, good job, Oflameo. You did a good job on this.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So I took the time to make load assist charts, even though that problem should never exist in the first place, and I'm not supposed to do so. But I went ahead and did it because I was tired of the contractors not doing their goddamn job and maintaining a chart. They just didn't do it, and they also didn't know how to use the SIDs correctly. So they freaking they dressed down a Pakistan for following the directions, which the direction they gave us. We had the SIDs went right because they didn't anchor them right. So he chased away a lot of the package handlers, which was very annoying. So what I did was use LibreOffice Draw, make make the load assist charts so the package handlers actually knew where to place the packages in the straight trucks, and I make the loadout SID compliant. So if their company got bought up and the new owner actually did it right, we really don't have to change anything because it's already compliant. We just need to translate the stops to the section of the truck. So I went ahead and did it. I thought, manager, I'm technically not supposed to make the chart and maintain them, but someone got to do it, so it wasn't a mess over there. So
Okay.
today I all I had to do was split the day because already the hard work was done for me. So we got new hires that came from other warehouses, and I updated 2 charts today because one store came open, one store went away, and different trucks. I ran an update chart. I know I need to do a split day, and everything's loaded right, pretty much. So I didn't have to worry because I front loaded the work, even though if I follow the rules, would I worry and had more work and all kinds of things would have been wrong. So I ignored the rules. I did right, and I don't have to worry. So I'm really proud of myself for doing that.
Okay. Can you think of an example of a time when you were mad at yourself for something?
Oh yeah. So I got a student loan for training in information technology. I I corrected a book at the first quarter at the tech school I went to. I mad at myself for not quitting immediately after I corrected a book, and they just tried to hit this. They just canceled the book and then didn't reward me anything directly at the time. I should have dropped out there. Instead, I so just to grit through it, just keep going. And now I graduated. I didn't get all the jobs I can get were shit. I didn't make enough in tech to pay off the student loan efficiently because the school didn't prepare me good enough. But I guess it's my fault because I agreed on. I should have dropped out there and just went to another school first quarter. So I'm mad at myself for gritting instead of quitting when my instinct told me to quit.
Okay, cool. So can you tell me a time when you got mad at somebody else?
Yes. So Saturday is probably my most stressful day because I'm there all day and at the low trails all day. I got mad at, I guess, a veteran package handler that I guess it was after he didn't use glasses and he spit really well. We got his glasses back. He spit like shit and examined me the damaged packages. I sent me the missed sorts. I dealt with it. I'm fast enough that wasn't a big deal. But I think it was a Sunday. It was actually Sunday. He did crap. Where was he? I think he did crap the day before. It wasn't that bad, but Sunday he didn't station himself where I needed him, and I got mad then because had to do something else at the time. Was also get there's a lot of ICs I need to move, and he said okay, I'll go and watch the thing and he just left it. So I got mad then because I had to come back and clean up, and a lot of times I get typecast duct taper. I don't like duct taping, but I will just stay there and do it because just out of habit. But I got mad because there was a problem that shouldn't have existed that happened because someone didn't pay attention, and so.
So did you talk to him about it, or did you just be mad?
I talked to him about. Then I talked to my manager about, and said I couldn't trust him anymore. Like not that I couldn't in the first place because he kept making a mistake, but you need to put him somewhere. And said I don't want here anymore.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to give you a long sentence, and I want you to collapse it. Actually, I'm going to do a different test here. So I want you to describe a movie in one sentence. So I'll give you an example. Return of the Jedi is magical sword guy and friends destroy moon weapon to regain control of the universe. Okay. Can you do the same thing for let's say Jurassic Park?
Yes. So mad scientists reanimate dinosaurs and they chase and attack everyone on the island. The dinosaurs attack everyone on the island. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Can you do one for what's another famous movie that you've seen? I don't know. Have you seen Titanic?
Yes.
Okay, can you do that one?
Yeah. Titanic. Arrogant engineers put people's lives in danger. So.
Boat sinks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me give you a long sentence now. I'm going to ask you to collapse it down to a short sentence that expresses the basic concept of it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
If you really enjoy our transportation infrastructure, including our roads and our highways and byways and streets, and the processes by which people are enabled to move about in their cars by driving along these roadways, then perhaps you have in your future a career as a transportation engineer of some sort, either working on repairing the roads or designing new road structures when old roads become deprecated from too much use.
Am I good to go?
Yeah, you're good to go.
Okay. If you like having roads, become road worker.
Okay, fine, good. All right, now I'm going to ask you to say the same sentence first normally and then sarcastically.
Oh, that's gonna be hard.
I really like that bowl of soup.
Okay. Okay. I really like that bowl of soup. I really like that bowl of soup. Next sentence.
Yeah, that. Okay, so that's regular. Now give me sarcastic.
Oh, the second was okay. Do I have to say exact same sentence, or can I?
You could change it if you want.
Oh, okay. Oh, that bowl of soup is best soup I got today, I guess.
Okay.
Then I tip it over.
Okay. That's really driving home the point that you're being sarcastic, I guess. All right. Can you tell me about some experiences from elementary school?
Oh yeah, the teachers, they were horrible. At elementary schools, when I was first labeled an autist by the shrinks, what else? The teachers thought I wouldn't pass. The teacher was so dumb they didn't. One of them was so dumb they didn't think the sun rotated, and that was factually incorrect. They're just authoritarian, um, self-serving. Guess how to say it. I guess this teacher, you can't really do worse than that. Authoritarian, self-serving teachers.
Okay. So, do you remember specific experiences of
Oh
that, or
yeah,
just
I
okay?
do remember specific experiences. Should I reiterate them? I don't think I should give them the thing to reiterate specific. Well, maybe no, they don't deserve the thing.
Okay, that's fine. Did you play any sports as a kid?
Yeah, I wasn't very good at any of them, but I did football and soccer and track and field.
Okay. How about drama or anything else like that they have at school?
I did debate club. I think it was second string though.
Okay.
I did. Oh, I was a part of chemistry club a bit. Yeah, I was a part of the chemistry club for a year.
Okay. Um. So I'm not sure what type you are.
Interesting.
Um.
Has this happened before?
Yeah. It's not common, but it happens occasionally. You do test positive for epipolar. It's the only polar test that you definitively test positive for. But I can make a test. I can make a case for you testing positive for TI polar, despite getting the initial questions correct. Um, uh, there's that case to be made. Additionally, your SI/NI results are probably most consistent with 4-5, which is to say, it's hard for me to nail down whether you're NI or SI. You're able to give me a lot of details about certain kinds of things, but then you give me very NI kind of answers about other kinds of things. I'm not quite sure what to make of it. I would say that it's I mean, I would say that probably I'm looking at one of three possible types: ESFP, ISTJ, INTJ. You're
Hmm.
definitely you're definitely not an ENTJ because you're definitely not SI polar. In some portions of this conversation, you talk like an SI user, gave me a lot of details about recent events and stuff. In other portions of the conversation, you talk more like an NI user, talking to me about takeaways from things. But it's usually an axis there or a distinction I can make pretty clearly is the SI-NI distinction. And in this case, I'm finding it a little more troublesome than usual. I guess if I had to pick which type I'm leaning towards, it would be ISTJ.
Hmm.
But I have to say I'm not really sure on you
No.
about you.
All right.
So do you have? Yeah.
I'm probably INTJ, but we do have to take note that yes, you did say ESFP. It did come out, so I could.
That's the same quadra. Yeah, I mean that's the same
Yes.
quadra.
Yeah. So ESFP. It's the. I would say it would be gamma quadra, whatever it is.
I mean the thing is, your expressed absolute values in terms of what you are proud of yourself as and what you get angry about yourself about. Well, they were both TE things. So
Yeah.
in that regard, that's not inconsistent with third slot TE, but I didn't really get a sixth slot. I did hear from you at one point express some countervalued FE, which is consistent with sixth slot FE, but I didn't really press that hard on that area, I guess. And again, you did test polar for FE, but that's not one of my more reliable polar tests. It's not like the NI polar test or the TI polar test or TE polar test, where I can usually say pretty definitively. Having
Okay.
watched some of my channel stuff, you were somewhat aware of the TI questions I asked. So then I switched up, asked some different kind of questions. And the fact that you took out a TE's approach to it is very much consistent with backslot TI. So we can basically eliminate all the TI types.
Totally.
So I'm sorry I can't do better for you than that, but I think you're an ISTJ, but you might be an ESFP or an INTJ.
Yeah. Works. No, the only thing I had to do now is we're gonna get this posted. I just have to produce content so we have enough samples so we can figure out what I am. That's pretty much what that's pretty much what you have to work with.
I'll put it up as soon as it's done. What Google Meet will do is they'll send me an email saying your video is ready. Sometimes it takes a couple hours for them to process it for some reason, but as soon as it goes up, as soon as I get it, I'll upload it and schedule it for either later tonight or tomorrow morning.
Okay, and I'll go ahead and post it on my Discord groups I'm in, so we'll have maybe the audience can figure it out for us. But if they can't, then I'll just have to produce more content so we can figure out what type I actually am.
Okay, cool. All right, so then I will stop this recording. Thank you very much, and we'll continue as per our statements there.
Okay, thank you, Eric.